Hello, everyone, and good evening to you all. My name is Felton Parker. Today is Tuesday, August 19th, 2025. As always, each day is a wonderful day to be blessed by our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. And I sincerely hope you folks had a truly blessed and wonderful Tuesday. What I have for you guys in tonight's video is the list of all the National Day holidays for my National Day calendar segment. That includes my featured National Day holiday. Also tonight, right after my National Day calendar segment, I will have my famous birthday segment for you all, where it features our famous people who were born on this day. And also tonight in my weather segment, I will let you all know exactly what we are expecting for tomorrow, which is Wednesday, the last half of this week, the upcoming weekend, and on to the start of next week. So without further ado, let's get things started here on this Tuesday night as we conclude yet another day. And we're in the second half of August already. And football season is just around the corner. Who's looking forward to it? Oh, that's just my food for thought. But here, let's get on with tonight's National Day holiday. I know, and I know you guys are more. I know you guys are more than familiar with this one. Heck, I was craving one today, but suddenly I did not happen to get one today. But I hope to get one tomorrow just to make up for it. Today was National Potato Day. Each year on spuds, potatoes, however you want to call them. Who doesn't love a good potato? Each year on this spuds. Each year on this day, spuds. Each year on this day, the humble potato takes center stage. In truth, though, doesn't it steal the show at nearly every meal? Hashtag National Potato Day. Whether baked, fried, or mashed, these taters bring on the flavor. They are a staple of many meals, too, filling the void for appetizer dishes and working double duty at supper time. These versatile root veggies satisfy and fill us up. According to the International Potato Center, more than 4,000 varieties of potatoes grow around the world. Not only that, but they also come in a variety of beautiful colors and sizes. This starchy carbohydrate comes with no fat or cholesterol, and it is loaded with vitamin C and potassium. Depending on your dietary needs and how you prepare your potatoes, this vegetable offers what many are looking for. However, with 26 grams of carbohydrates, it's a no-no in a lower carb lifestyle. When it comes to the health specs of a potato, we tend to tank the benefits we prepare them. We fry them and load them with toppings like cheese, sour cream, and butter. Who doesn't love a loaded baked potato? Okay, you can put your hands down. So, with so many ways to savor a potato, it should not be too hard to find a way. So here are terrific ways to get you started. Host a baked potato buffet. Of course, I would start. All I had for lunch today was a donut. I didn't have much lunch today. I was starting to crave a potato, but I mean, host a baked potato buffet. You know, thinking of a potato maker, I'll make it one tomorrow. Host a baked potato buffet. Line up all the best toppings such as cheese, jalapenos, bacon, chopped onions, chili, grilled chicken, or ranch. Try French fries dipped in soft vanilla ice cream. If you've never had it before, you will be surprised. It doesn't disappoint. Ever tried French fries dipped in soft vanilla ice cream? You know, like you dip French fries in Frosties at Wendy's? If you've never had it before, you will be surprised. It doesn't disappoint. Swap out your corn chips with French fries and build a new kind of nacho. Think beer brats, sauerkraut, Swiss cheese, and sour cream for German flair. Aim for a bit of Irish celebration by using corned beef. I prefer pastrami, even though it is not an Irish meat, is it? Share your favorite recipes. You know the ones you always go to when you're craving potatoes, or try a new recipe and give it a review. Make a delicious potato soup with so many different recipes. One of them is sure to satisfy. Visit your favorite restaurants and pile on the potatoes. Whether it's an entree or an appetizer, be sure to give the eatery a shout out. Most steak places have delicious and tasty potatoes. You know, I sort of like to have the works with mine, you know, like jalapenos and tomatoes and chili. I've eaten it that way for a while. The nation's comfort food has been celebrated since at least 2006. Before that, National Potato Day celebrations had been cropping up. The nation's comfort food has been celebrated at least since 2006. Before that, National Potato Day celebrations had been cropping up throughout the year all across the country. So the healthier white potato, sweet potato. The sweet potato edges out the white potato thanks to fiber and vitamins. However, both are quite nutritious. How we prepare these root vegetables. Which do you think, which is healthier? The white potato or the sweet potato? The sweet potato edges out the white potato thanks to fiber and vitamins. However, both are quite nutritious. How we prepare these root vegetables makes a bigger impact on our diet than the vegetables themselves. Frying versus baking toppings and more will tip the scales on nutrition quickly. You bet your sweet potato there is. November is Sweet Potato Awareness Month. In February, we celebrate National Eat a Sweet Potato Day, and in March, we celebrate National Potato Day. And we cannot forget National French Fry Day in July. Potatoes can be prepared in a number of ways. Besides baking, boiling, roasting, and frying, potatoes are also used to make bread, pasta, hash browns, salad, pancakes, soup, croquettes, among other preparations. Good evening to you. How are you doing tonight, and how was your day today? Is your name Mazzy? How are you doing? The country that produces the most potatoes. In 2016, China produced the most potatoes at more than 99 million tons. The United States comes in fifth in the country that produces the most potatoes. In 2016, China produced the most potatoes at more than 99 million tons. The United States comes in fifth behind India, Russia, and Ukraine. So that is what we know about the potato. And then I like mine topped with chili, jalapenos, pastrami, and tomatoes. Then that's how I like my potato. Thinking of potatoes, I may get one tomorrow. And also today was National Soft Ice Cream Day. National Soft Ice Cream. On this day, National Soft Ice Cream Day gives us a way to cool off on a hot summer day, even though summer may be winding down. Whether you enjoy it in a bowl or on a cone, grab some soft serve and enjoy. I'm only going to make information about this very brief. In 1934 Memorial Day weekend in Hartsdale, New York, Tom Carvel had a flat tire. After pulling his ice cream truck into a parking lot, the businessman knew his product was melting. As vacationers drove by, Carvel sold the soft and ice cream to them. Surprisingly, they loved the soft ice cream. The potential for a new dessert was not lost on the salesman. Instead of a rolling ice cream truck, Carvel could have fixed it. Carvel could have a fixed location with soft ice cream. 2 years later, Tom Carvel opened his first ice cream store on the site where his truck broke down. In the preceding years, Carvel patented a super low temperature ice cream machine and created a secret formula ice cream. It was long before other businesses began to crop up. The hard ice cream industry began to object. Despite both products providing similar flavor, service, and enjoyment, they were different. Hard ice cream business did suffer a reduction in revenue during the first years of soft ice cream's popularity. Even the Minnesota legislature passed laws prohibiting the sale. Technically, by law, it was considered to be ice milk. Even the Minnesota legislature passed laws prohibiting the sale of soft serve ice cream from a machine. It had to be sold prepackaged. The law was later changed, according to the Minnesota Star Tribune from Minneapolis, Minnesota, on August 19, 1951. How different are soft and hard ice creams? While they are made with the same ingredients, soft ice cream has less milk fat. It also has more air than hard ice cream. Both of these factors contribute to the ice cream being more delicate and smoother. The milk fats in the hard ice cream cause it to be firmer when frozen. Another difference is the temperatures the ice creams are kept frozen. Soft ice cream machines keep a temperature of 6 degrees below 0 Celsius. However, hard ice cream is kept at a temperature of 12 degrees below 0 Celsius. While that might not seem like a big difference, the evidence is in the ice creams. There are many ways to enjoy soft ice cream. Order a dip cone or have a sundae. Soft ice cream comes in a variety of flavors. One that seems to taste better as soft surface chocolate mint. However, that may be just an opinion. Go out for some ice cream. So just go out for some. So today, of course, it was a day hot enough to go out for ice cream. Also, today was National Aviation Day, and this day has recognized the pioneers of human flight. For centuries, humans have been fascinated by flight. In ancient China, kites flew to investigate the weather. Inventors such as Leonardo da Vinci developed many ideas about flight too. Gliders and balloons lifted humans into the sky, but none of the inventions gave a person control where they flew. So again, today here are a list of your National Day holidays. Today was National Potato Day, National Soft Ice Cream Day, and also today was National Aviation Day. And here are our famous people who were born on this day, our famous birthday segment of our famous people who have celebrated their birthdays earlier today on this day, Tuesday, August 19th. Today, Ethan Kukowski turned today TV actor Ethan excuse me. Today, movie actor Ethan Kukowski turns today TV actor Ethan Kukowski turns 26. TV actor John Stamos turns 62. Former U.S. President Bill Clinton turns 79. Pop singer Lexi J turns 23. Pop singer Christina Perry turns 39. Rapper Fat Joe turns 55. Comedian Marcelo Hernandez turns 28. TV actor Manny Jacinto turns 38. Bassett's John Deacon turns 74. Soap opera actress Melissa Fumero turns 43. Rapper Romeo Miller turns 36. TV actress Kyra Sedgwick turns 60. And that's all your national birthdays earlier today on this day. And those that we remember today, TV actor Matthew Perry would have turned 56. Also today in remembrance, R&B singer Nate Dogg. Today R&B singer Nate Dogg also would have turned 56. So that basically covers my famous birthday segment here on this Tuesday night. And now lately, we've been dealing with some very dangerous and very serious heat that we've been dealing with the past few days. It looks like the excessively hot temperatures are about to die down. We're about to see a change. We're about to see a change in our weather pattern as we're about to now. And it looks like that So it looks like that we're about to see things changing. Of course, the National Weather Service it was either late last night, early this morning. The National Weather Service was issued under an extreme heat warning. So and of course, I'm going to be giving you guys the very latest that is happening in the tropics, and tell you guys about some fairly decent rain chances that's in the forecast, at least for the next few days, and I'm gonna tell you guys about some decent chances of storms that's in the forecast in the coming days, and also we're gonna be looking at, and also I'm gonna tell you guys about a possible cool down in temperatures we might not expect, but it won't be like severely cool. Not like I know by this time we're begging and praying for fall weather to finally arrive. But I'll let you guys know when we're we're just not gonna get there yet. But it says here that the heat advisory does continue from now on. The heat advisory has been extended for at least another day. So we had the extreme heat warning that was in effect. That was allowed to expire earlier this evening. Now we just have a heat advisory. So we have another day of a potentially dangerous heat on the way, but not necessarily not all that dangerous. But a heat advisory will continue until Wednesday. That's tomorrow, as heat index values will once again reach dangerous levels. Ambient temperatures will range from the upper 90s to lower 100s, and heat indices will range from around 105 to 109 degrees. Please continue to use caution if you are outdoors. That means to take frequent breaks and drink plenty of water even when you're not thirsty. And remember to stay hydrated. And heat advisory continues from now to 7 p.m. Wednesday. That's late during the day tomorrow. From now to 7 p.m. Wednesday, the forecast temperatures are expected to reach upper 90s to lower 100s. So we're still expecting temperatures to be above normal. Heat index between 105 to 109. Heat advisory for all of northeast Texas, southeast Oklahoma, southwest Arkansas, northern Louisiana. And please remember to stay hydrated. Limit strenuous time outdoors in the afternoon. If you have an AC, use it, as fans may not be adequate. And wear lightweight, light color clothing. Overnight low temperatures will range through the 70s with isolated scattered showers and thunderstorms lingering through this evening and possibly into the overnight hours. So warm and muggy with storms lingering overnight. Low temperatures tonight with warm and muggy night with lows in the 70s. So we're expecting to see warm and muggy conditions again, and rain chances tonight. Showers and storms will linger into this evening. So we do have that possible chance, that minimal chance. Again, this is exactly what I've been showing you guys for basically much of the same week, but basically since early to mid last week, as we've been under heat advisories for the past several days. So know the signs, practice heat safety. Remember to practice these heat safety tips during this period of intense heat, especially if you're planning on spending any amount of time outdoors during the latter morning, afternoon, and early evening hours. So know the signs, practice heat safety. Heat stroke kills. It can happen to anyone. Know the facts to protect your kids. The truth, in 10 minutes, a car's temperature can rise over 20 degrees. A vehicle can reach deadly temperatures even with the windows rolled down. A child dies when his or her body temperature reaches 107 degrees. So here are the habits to make. Make these habits. Look before you lock. Get into the routine of always checking the back seats of your vehicle before you're locking your vehicle and walking away. Keep a memento. Have something in the car that always reminds you of your child. Take action. If you notice a child alone in an unattended and hot car, get involved. Beyond heat waves, the heat danger. Most heat-related deaths occur outside of heat waves. Stay weather ready. Avoid overexertion and stay hydrated. Heat stroke can occur even during moderate heat. Never leave people or pets in a vehicle. Hot car deaths occur year-round. Assist those who are at higher risk for heat-related illness, including children, pregnant people, and older adults. So here to remember to practice heat safety. You want to be very cautious when you're out in extreme heat. And your averages and records for this day, Tuesday, August 19th. Normal high is 95. Normal low is 73. 109 is the record high set on this day back in 2023. That was just a couple years ago. Remember that? I remember that potentially dangerous heat wave. I remember that totally well. How dangerously hot it was 2 years ago around this time. That was when we were in that extreme drought. 61 is the record low set on this day back in 1879. And again, all across the entire four-state region is under a heat advisory. This time last night, parts of the area were under an extreme heat warning, especially like the eastern portions of the areas. But all of us, that includes southeast Oklahoma, all of east and northeast Texas, basically all of Arkansas, and all across northern Louisiana are under a heat advisory. This is in effect until 7 p.m. tomorrow evening. So we're seeing now we did see some overnight showers lingering, but such is not the case today. We have not seen much of anything develop. We just had a couple showers in the portion of north central Louisiana and elsewhere in northeast Louisiana. That's in the Monroe area. That's the only spot we're going to find anywhere. Elsewhere, we're just totally dry. Our viewing areas, the immediate Shreveport, Bossier City area is dry at the moment. Elsewhere, you're seeing a few line of showers and storms impacting portions of southern Kansas and portions of north and central Oklahoma. South central Kansas and north and central Oklahoma, and also portions of southern Missouri and north and northwest Arkansas, and a portion of northeast Louisiana, including Monroe, where I was just showing you, and also portions of the Ohio River Valley, and portions of Missouri and Illinois and Kentucky, and portions of south and northeastern Mississippi and northwestern Alabama, and the portions of central Kentucky. That's the only spot you're going to find any showers that develop happening here on this Tuesday night. And of course, we've seen a mix of cloud. We've seen a sunshine. We've had more sunshine today. In fact, today was we've had one of the hottest days of the year, but we've had one of the hottest days. We've had one of the hottest days here in Shreveport of the year so far. Once again, temperatures have either reached or exceeded 100 degrees. The actual and of course the actual high temperature earlier today in Shreveport was 102. So fortunately, that's not a record, but this will be about at least about the 11th time we have reached or exceeding 100 in Shreveport so far this summer, so far in 2025. We have reached or exceeded 100 for the 11th time this year. So and also the 6th day in a row we've had high temperatures at or above 100. So we've had a mix of we've had mainly. So we started off with just a few clouds. We just had mainly water wall sunshine with just a few clouds here and there. It mainly turned out to be a mostly sunny day for us. With once again, the feels like temperatures, heat indices did climb well above 110. That is the reason we had the extreme heat warning in place. Now we just have a heat advisory in effect for tomorrow. So again, it did turn out to be another scorching hot day. Now, and it looks like that. Now, now my next question is this the end of triple digits? So I'm hoping that after today, we are likely to be done with triple digits, but and hopefully after tomorrow, that the heat advisory is not extended. I'm hoping after tomorrow the heat advisory is not extended. So for the past few days, for much of the past week or so, the heat advisory has been extended. Temperature outside here on this Tuesday night is 88 degrees with partly cloudy skies. Humidity is 62%. Dew point is 73 degrees. Winds are calm. With the feels like temperature of 96, the heat index of 96 degrees. It feels awfully. So you notice how awfully warm and humid it is outside. Feeling like it's over 90 degrees, even at this late evening hour. That's what your temperature is outside right now. 88 degrees. Barometric pressure at 29.95 inches of mercury, and visibility is at 10 miles. Again, we have a heat advisory that remains in effect. That is in effect. So the extreme heat warning has been in effect until 8 p.m. this evening. That has since expired. But we just have a heat advisory that went into effect from 8 p.m. this evening until 7 p.m. tomorrow evening. So we have a heat advisory. So mainly for the past few days around noon, within the noon hour, that's when the heat advisories have been That's when the heat advisory been that's when they have given the extension of the heat advisories. So we have the heat. Never mind never mind the extreme heat warning, because we just have the heat advisory in effect. Heat advisory, heat index values up to. So I'm just going to tell you guys the heat advisory part. Heat index values up to 110 degrees or possibly higher are expected. So it's been another extremely hot day for portions of South Central and Southwest Arkansas, North Central, Northwest Louisiana, as well as Northeast Texas. Heat advisory is in effect again and went into effect from around 8 p.m. this evening and will remain in effect until 7 p.m. tomorrow evening. Heat-related illnesses and extreme heat and hot temperatures and high humidity may cause heat illnesses. So, whether we under in a heat advisory and extreme heat warning, please remember to drink plenty of fluids, stay in an air-conditioned room, stay out of the sun, and check up on relatives and neighbors. Do not leave young children and pets in unattended vehicles. Car interiors will reach lethal temperatures in a matter of minutes. Take extra precaution when you're outside. Wear lightweight and loose-fitting clothing. Try to limit strenuous activities early morning or evening. Take action when you see symptoms of heat exhaustion and heat stroke. So you want to be very cautious while you're outside, because no one wants to be out. And so if you have to spend any time during the day at any times at all outside, please remember to take frequent breaks and make sure you're drinking plenty of water. So even though with the upcoming days it's not looking as hot as compared to what we saw today. So that will make today's high temperature of 102 in Shreveport will make it the third hottest temperature we've seen so far this year. Yesterday we hit 104. So some of the hottest temperatures of the year we've got to experience early this week. Tropical storm and storm surge warnings for the North Carolina Outer Banks. Heat building in the west. Storm surge, flooding, and tropical storm conditions are expected in the Outer Banks beginning late Wednesday. Tropical storm and storm surge warnings are in effect. Tropical storm conditions are possible along the eastern shore of Virginia on Thursday. Hurricane Erin will continue to produce life-threatening surf and rip currents along much of the east coast of the U.S. this week. So here's the very latest on Hurricane Erin. So we saw that Hurricane Erin has shown signs of weakening. Hurricane Erin is an active Category 2 hurricane. It is currently threatening the Outer Banks of North Carolina. Hurricane Erin is an active Category 2 hurricane. It is currently threatening the Outer Banks of North Carolina and Bermuda. The fifth named storm, first hurricane, and first major hurricane of the 2025 Atlantic hurricane season. Erin developed from a tropical wave on Monday of last week, while passing westward over Cape Verde. Afterwards, Erin stayed at tropical storm status due to marginally favorable conditions as it crossed the central Atlantic the next few days. By the time it neared the Lesser Antilles, it had strengthened into a hurricane on August 15th. That was last Friday. Very favorable conditions enabled Erin to undergo explosive intensification on August 16th. That was this past Saturday, reaching its peak at Category 5 intensity with 1 minute maximum sustained winds of 160 miles per hour and a minimum pressure of 915 millibars, that's 27 inches of mercury. An eye wall replacement cycle occurred later that day, and as a result, Erin weakened to Category 3 intensity and began to grow in size. After the completion of the eye wall replacement cycle, the hurricane re-intensified into a Category 4 hurricane, but again weakened to Category 2 on August 19th. That will be today's date, due to increasing vertical wind shear. So here are your So here's the impacts on the impacts on here's what's caused the preparations for Aaron. Tropical storm warnings were issued for Tropical storm warnings were issued for Beaufort. Tropical storm warnings were issued from Beaufort inland to Duck, North Carolina. Further tropical storm watches stretch from Duck to Chincoteague, Virginia. Dare County, North Carolina issued the state of emergency on August 17th. That will be Sunday. Evacuations of Zone A were also mandated for August 18th and 19th. That will be both Monday and Tuesday on Hatteras Island. Ocracoke Island also had a state of emergency and the evacuation order issued. New Jersey, Delaware, and New York City closed their beaches. Rip currents created by Hurricane Aaron caused hazardous swimming conditions along much of the east coast of the United States. In North Carolina, Wrightsville Beach and Ocean Isle Beach officials issued no swimming advisories through August 22nd after lifeguards reported making over 50 water rescues. Bermuda was placed under tropical storm watch by the Bermuda Weather Service. Ferry service to St. George's was canceled. So impacts have been felt across Cape Verde and the Caribbean. So again, here are the overall effects of Aaron. Beryl has seen there have been a total of at least 9 fatalities with 1 missing, and the damage is unknown. And areas affected are Cape Verde, Leeward Islands, Puerto Rico, Hispaniola, looking at archipelago. That is the very latest with Hurricane Aaron. Now I'm going to show you guys exactly where Hurricane Aaron is currently located. So again, Hurricane Aaron is shown. Hurricane Aaron has gradually shown signs of weakening to a Category 2. So Aaron is now currently a Category 2 storm. So here's the very latest with Hurricane Aaron. Hurricane Aaron is currently a Category 2 hurricane approximately located 500 miles from Cape Hatteras, North Carolina. Maximum sustained winds are 100 miles per hour with wind gusts up to 115 miles per hour. The system is moving north-northwest from the north-northwest at 14 miles per hour. Barometric pressure is at 28.32 inches of mercury. So that is the very latest with Hurricane Aaron as a Category 2. I believe I was talking to you last night's Facebook Live. It was Aaron was at a Category 4 from what I can remember. But it was still so Aaron is no longer considered a major and okay, now I'm gonna go back. So okay. Okay. So I'm gonna so I will be keeping you guys up to date exactly where Aaron is located, and I'll show you guys another feature in tomorrow night's Facebook Live. But now let's start focusing. Now let's start focusing on your weather here at home. So tonight we're expecting to see it will be so after the weakening of the storms, we should see a warm night with clear skies with a low temperature 78 degrees. Don't forget, we have a heat advisory that's in effect until 7 p.m. tomorrow evening. Hopefully it's not extended beyond there. So it will be a warm night for us with clear skies as we monitor at 78 degrees with the northeast wind at 4 miles per hour. And basically we're not expecting any rain. Now tomorrow as we go into your Wednesday, it will be a hot day for us with partly cloudy skies. It will be partly cloudy and hot with a few showers and thunderstorms. So it looks like actually tomorrow we could have a better rain chance. Now, so far throughout the day, we did not manage to see any showers and storms. Now we've seen area-wide showers and storms, but they were not numerous and widespread. It looks like that tomorrow we have the better chance of seeing numerous and widespread storms. It will be partly cloudy and hot with the few showers and thunderstorms. And of course, storms can bring flooding downpours and localized damaging wind gusts. As we reach a high temperature of 98 degrees, not quite now. Now tomorrow is not quite as hot today, so let us keep our fingers crossed. Let us hopefully keep our fingers crossed that we stay below, that we actually stay below 100 tomorrow. with the high temperature of 98 degrees. The feels like temperature of 108. With 103 is what it's going to feel like in the shade, but the actual feel like temperature be 112. So that's why we have the heat advisory in effect. It's still going to be a miserably, dangerously hot day. But with the feels like temperature 108, I encourage you to take it easy, take frequent breaks, and drink lots of water. We have a north wind at 7 miles per hour. I put your rain chance 80%. This is during the day tomorrow, so looks like we have a better shot of. It looks like that tomorrow we have a better shot of seeing. We have that better shot of seeing showers and storms developing. We have a better shot of seeing rain developing at times throughout the day. We have a better shot of seeing widespread rainfall where it will actually we have the better chance so now we actually did not receive any rain today here in Shreveport, but that could be changing. That it would come to the point where more than half of us at least should, basically all of us should have the decent chance of seeing some storms during the day tomorrow. So expect mostly cloudy skies and overnight hours tonight. We will start off tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Tomorrow morning 6 a.m. with clear skies. We should be at 79 degrees. At 9 a.m. tomorrow with thunderstorms, we should be at 84 degrees with the feels like temperature of 89. So expect the round of storms around 9 and 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. Noon tomorrow with mostly sunny skies. We should see a high temperature of 95 degrees. The feels like temperature of 104. 3 p.m. tomorrow afternoon with mostly sunny skies. We should be at 95 degrees. The feels like temperature 102. 6 p.m. tomorrow evening with another round of storms. Expect partly cloudy skies with thunderstorms with a temperature of 91 degrees. Feels like temperature of 99. 9 p.m. tomorrow evening with mostly clear skies. We should be at 83 degrees. So tomorrow is going to be tomorrow will be tomorrow's going to be another dangerously hot day, but maybe we're kind of taking keep it a few. So tomorrow we should expect to see temperatures a few degrees lower in comparison to today. So it looks like they have a better chance that we have a more decent rain chance, along with more. I'll say this. So tomorrow will be a seasonally hot day for us. Now, if we were to hit 100 again tomorrow, it will probably be the last. It would be the last about. So we've had a streak of 100 plus degree days now for. This would be like the 6th straight day with high temperatures at or above 100. It looks like that. Looks like that streak may be broken tomorrow. As we'll probably just. I would consider that tomorrow the next few days is seasonally hot temperatures. So here's what the next 7 to 10 days have in store for us. After a low temperature night of 78 degrees, it will be a warm night with clear skies. Tomorrow, going to your Wednesday, it will be partly cloudy and hot with a few showers it will be partly cloudy and hot with a few thunderstorms. And of course, storms can bring flooding, downpours, and localized damaging wind gusts. So be prepared. Now, severe weather is not anticipated to be a major thing for us. But any storms that do develop could. So be prepared for the possibility of strong winds and a brief heavy downpour. So we have a better shot of seeing afternoon downpours developing during the day tomorrow. With the high of 98, low of 75, feels like temperature of 108. Winds will be from the north at 7 miles per hour, chance rain 70%. And of course on Thursday, expect a mix of clouds and sunshine with spotty thunderstorms in the afternoon. This is for your Thursday. High of 96, low of 72, feels like temperature of 99. Winds will be from the northeast at 7 miles per hour, chance of rain 70%. Friday, it will be a very warm day for us with cloudy skies, still slightly above normal, but a seasonally hot day, but not extremely hot. Going to your Friday, it will be very warm with cloudy skies, high of 96, low of 71, feels like temperature of 96. So shouldn't be high of 96, low of 71 for your Friday. We have a northeast wind at 7 miles per hour, chance of rain 10%. Saturday, it would be a it'd be a very warm day for us with partly cloudy skies for your Saturday, with the high of 96, low of 73. Feels like temperature 97. Have a northeast wind 7 miles per hour. Chance of rain 10%. And then we'll kind of take a break from the rain chances on Sunday. It would be a hot day for us with mostly sunny skies at the high of 98, low of 74. Feels like temperature 101. Winds will be from the northeast at 6 miles per hour. No rain is expected. So we'll kind of take a pause on the rain chances for Sunday, and then the limited rain chance will return as we go into your Monday, the start of next week. Expect partly mostly cloudy skies for your Monday. High of 95, low of 75. Feels like temperature 97. We'll have an east wind at 6 miles per hour. Chance of rain 10%. It looks like the next best rain chance will happen to be on Tuesday. As we go into Tuesday of next week, as we get into at the start of next week, it would be mostly cloudy with a few thunderstorms. Likely. High of 87, low of 72. With the feels like temperature of 88. Winds will be from the southeast at 6 miles per hour. Chance of rain 60%. Now, you guys want me to take the last time we had a high temperature that did not reach 90 degrees here in Shreveport? It was back on June 12th. That was more than 2 months ago. So it's been a while. So each day since June 13th, apologize for the coin drop. Each day since June 13th, we've had a high temperature of at least 90 degrees or better. And it looks like that this would be welcome news for us to see a high temperature, actually 7 degrees below normal. We'll be watching the frontal system come through. So next Tuesday, definitely looking forward to having high temperature only in the 80s. And of course, you expect a round of storms, and then the remainder of next week, next Wednesday, which is the 27th, expect it will be cloudy with showers possible. Cloudy with showers and highs in the upper 80s. Chance of rain 40%. That's next Wednesday, the 27th. Next Thursday, which is the 28th, expect a round of showers and maybe a few thunderstorms with highs in the mid-90s. Chance of rain 70%. And next Friday, which is the 29th, expect plenty of sunshine and highs in mid-90s and no rain is expected. We'll try to dry by the end of next week, and maybe even as and I will keep you guys a brief preview of what to expect as we approach the Labor Day weekend. So once again, the next few days are looking not as hot. Well, and what you see here, and finally, the next few days, the next week or so, the next 7 to 10 days, I do not have a high temperature that will reach or exceed 100. And isn't that a sign of things to come? Let's hope we keep it that way. Let's hope from this point today, high of 102 will be the last time we will see triple digits. Now tomorrow's still hot, but not as hot. Looks like that high temperatures from now through Monday will basically be in the mid to upper 90s, which each day with high temperatures at or above normal. Until we get to Tuesday, we'll have a high temperature in the 80s actually. When's the last time we see a high temperature that did not reach 90 at all in Shreveport? That would be a nice thing, because it would be the first time since June 12th. It would be the area's coolest day since. So we have highs mainly in the mid to upper 90s through Monday. So again, looks like we have a high temperature we'll reach the upper 90s for tomorrow, which is Wednesday. We'll basically stay in the mid 90s each day with a high of 96. Thursday through Saturday. Then we warm into the upper 90s for Sunday with a high of 98. And then we'll lower it back down to the mid 90s by Monday. And then of course we'll settle into the high temperature in the mid to upper 80s for next Tuesday, a week from today. And of course, so it looks like tomorrow will be the only excessively hot day that I have, with the feels like temperature of 108. So that is why we have the heat advisory in effect until 7 p.m. tomorrow. So hopefully by then it will be the last time that the heat advisory gets extended. And then we'll kind of have seasonally hot days, but still take it easy if you're going to be outside. Seasonally hot days by later this week. And maybe heating up once more by Sunday, highs reaching upper 90s with the feels like temperature lower 100s, but not heat advisory criteria. And then we'll kind of hold back on the heat beginning Monday, and definitely next Tuesday we'll hold back on the heat even further. Now, rain chances. Looks like highest rain chances I have is both tomorrow. I have a 70% rain chance for both tomorrow, which is Wednesday and Thursday. Excuse me. And then I'll have limited rain chances, only a 10% for both Friday and Saturday. Sunday's looking dry as of right now with no rain expected. Then the limited rain chance returns to 10% by Monday. It looks like we have a better rain chance returning by Tuesday of next week, which is the 26th, to a 60% chance by next Tuesday. It looks like that rain chances will linger towards the middle of next week, and then we'll maybe dry things out towards the end of next week. And also, but will things remain dry as we approach the upcoming Labor Day weekend. So, again, just take it easy if you're planning on being out and about in the heat. Remember to take frequent breaks and make sure you're drinking plenty of water. Just stay cool and stay hydrated even when you're not thirsty. So, we have another dangerously hot day on the way for tomorrow. But along with that, we have a decent chance of storm. So you'll probably want to have those umbrellas prepared just in case. And then we'll start to see the rain. Then we'll start to see rain chances dying down just in time for the weekend, towards the end of the weekend to the weekend, and early next week. And then by the early to mid next week, we start to see rain chances increasing once again. And now, NFL preseason matchups this coming Friday. So here of course the Dallas Cowboys, of course the NFL preseason. Of course, this coming Friday, the Dallas Cowboys will be home to host the Atlanta Falcons at 7 p.m. And Saturday, the New Orleans Saints will be home to host the Denver Broncos. So the first of the NFL preseason games, you see here, 2 games set for Thursday. The Pittsburgh Steelers and the Carolina Panthers. That game will take place on Thursday at 6, and also Thursday at 7 on Amazon. The New England Patriots will face the New York Giants. Those are your NFL preseason matchups. That would be all that I have for you guys here on this Tuesday night. Once again, my name is Felton Parker. And I'll keep have the updates on what to expect with the storms coming up both tomorrow and as well as Thursday, including a drying period for late in the week into the upcoming weekend. Seasonally hot temperatures, but hopefully not another spell of extreme heat, and also a good chance of storms and milder temperatures coming next week. Let's hope for that high temperature in the 80s for next Tuesday. Let's hope it happens. Well, I will keep you guys updated because, there are changes, so I'll keep you guys updated. Well, that will be all that I have for you guys here on this Tuesday night. Once again, my name is Felton Parker. I'm officially signing off here for tonight. You guys have a good night. Sleep peacefully. Take care of yourselves and each other. Most of all, remain blessed and stay safe. Thank you.